The motion is lag, and that's why it's LagMotion.
Welcome back. I'm gonna open the treasure chest. Totally ignoring the thing that's actually my quest is right behind me.
Treasure chests are more important.
Oh, totally.
Oh my god.
It's a wizard card!
Whoa.
Dude, I got Tilly Toke.
Tilly Toke.
Toke.
What? No.
Any hoozles. Yay, it's one of Ginny's shit. Gingerbrow. It's one of her Gingerbrow's things.
One of her Gingerbrow's things?
One of her secret Gingerbrow things, you know?
Is he still in here?
Yeah.
Oh, fudge.
But it's okay, like, if he catches me, he'll just throw me out of the store. But I can just go back around now. I can't see anything. Hello.
Close enough.
Yay! Alright, we only need one more thing, and it is in the leaky cauldron. Ooh, it's a fire snail.
Oh, he's cute.
Isn't he?
I've always thought snails are really cute. I don't know
are.
why I've always thought. I guess just because like when I was really young, they were like all over the bushes in front of my house. When I was probably like between 3 and 4, and like I used to play with them like a bunch.
They're
and I'd poke
super
their
cute.
eyeballs, and they would like retract them.
Oh.
And they were like the kind of big snails. They weren't like the little stupid snails.
Yeah.
They were like the
Dude.
big fun snails.
Just give me 1 second. Just gonna check out these ladies.
I actually got really, really sad once because my brother poured salt on a slug.
Dude,
Like,
I
you
would
always
be
hear-
so pissed.
You always hear that, like, as a thing, and you never really think you're gonna, like, see it happen, but I was,
Yeah.
like, so upset.
That's really obnoxious.
I like, cried.
I would have cried too. Dude, I remember when I was a little kid, I cried in elementary school during recess because somebody squished a caterpillar that I was looking
Yeah,
at.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I don't think you've said it on LagMotion, but...
No, I haven't.
But I definitely remember you telling me that at some point.
Yeah, dude, because I was freaking pissed. It's just like a cute little caterpillar. Don't come over and kill it.
My mom and my brother used to, like, play this game with me where my mom would pretend her hand was a spider. Like, she'd hold it, like, upright and, like, move it around, and it would look like a spider. Like, move her fingers around, and it would look like little spider legs. And, like, my brother would, like, hit her hand, and then my mom would, like, flip her hand over like the spider was dead. And I would cry. Like, I was young. I was really young, and I would, like, cry because the spider was my friend. Like,
yeah.
it was really nice to me. Like, my mom would just pretend her hand was a spider and be like, oh, yeah, give me little spider kisses. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, this spider's so awesome. And then my brother would kill it. And then I would cry because, and they thought it was the funniest thing. Like, I remember them laughing at me all the
Dude,
time.
that sucks.
Because they thought it was hilarious that I got upset over it. And it was just, like, one of those things that, like, they didn't really realize that it traumatized me, but
Yeah.
it totally did. Like,
That's
it's not fun to laugh at somebody because they're sensitive.
Dude, I remember, like, whenever I was a little kid, like, the main thing I remember about my relationship with my parents when I was, like, really, really young, like 2 years old, is, like, me getting upset over something and them just, like, getting mad at me about it.
yeah.
And I'm like, that's not
how
gonna
you
make
handle
me
that.
better.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, what, like, every relationship
Yeah.
of a 2-year-old with their parents. Like,
Right. Like, they either get mad at you for getting upset, or they, like, laugh at you for getting upset about something. And that's
Yeah,
not how you
and it's
handle
like-
somebody getting upset. Like, you're supposed to treat it like a real thing.
Yeah, man,
Like,
it
no matter
sucks.
how dumb it is, if your kid is upset, they're upset for a reason, and you should figure out, like, what that reason is and how to prevent that from happening. Like, that's
Yeah.
not, it's not good parenting to,
Um,
like, laugh about it or to get mad at them about it.
I was also gonna say, well, I mean, my parents didn't get mad at me whenever I would get upset about actual things, like somebody squishing a bug, but, like, whenever I was
Right.
just like, you won't buy me this thing, and, like, but as a child, I was, like, genuinely upset.
Right.
But,
And they
like,
should give you reasoning, not,
yeah.
like, instead of just being like, stop being upset, they should be
Yeah.
like, you know, we can't always do that because of this reason, you know, like, the best way to explain something to a child or to, like, not belittle them for their emotions is just to, like, explain thoroughly why that thing isn't happening, you know, like, or why they're,
yeah.
or, like, you know, ask them why they're upset and then try and, like, get a reasonable logic from them, like, about why that would upset them.
I remember I had another story about being sad about things when I was a child. I remember one time, my parents made, like, crab for dinner. I was, like, 5 years old or something, and I didn't realize that, like, that when you ate meat, it was, like, real animals.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was, like, pretend or something. I just never wrapped my mind around it until, like, this one day when we were eating crab, and I was like, wait a second, is this like a real actual like made out of a crab? And they were like, yeah, and then I just freaking ran away and cried.
Aww.
Like, it was so traumatizing.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I thought animals were delicious when I was little.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were delicious too, but I couldn't comprehend that they were actual animals until like slightly later.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
I kind of feel like that's something you don't necessarily find out right away.
Yeah.
Like, no parent is usually like, oh, by the way, you know that cute little chicken that you learned is, like, you learned the word chicken.
Yeah. That's the thing that
That's
we're
the
eating.
thing you're eating right now. Like, you just, that thing has been murdered and now you're feasting upon it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't tell kids that, like.
Yeah. Sees fire crab. Ooh. Hey, dude. Calm
They
down.
do look like turtles. Those aren't even crabs. They're
I know.
turtles.
I'm pretty sure they're fire crabs, though. Like, that's what they're, like, called.
Flaming molten turtles.
Pretty much.
That barrel. Oh my god, it's just a continuous line of barrels.
Yeah,
oh,
it's like
they're
a
coming out
maze
of a thing.
thing.
Makes
no,
sense.
beans.
You lost your beans. No,
Oh
you're
my
losing
God.
more beans. It's not worth it. Don't. Okay. Wow. Remember when I said not to?
It's too late. I'm done. I've done it. Holy crap.
That bottle
Man.
looks very
Here we
breakable.
go. It's not.
Why is it so obvious then?
I don't know.
Why'd they make it look like it's so breakable?
I don't know, bro. So this is what I have to do to get Jenny's shit back.
Try and kill yourself? I mean, risk your life?
Yep. Oh, I jumped down. I shouldn't have. It's hard to sing the song in this song. That's like the enemy song.
It sounded like 007 music.
Interesting.
You
You know, I don't know it. I don't know that. I've never seen any of those movies. Not a one.
Oh, I played the game.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever watched the movies either. I played the N64, like 007 GoldenEye,
Oh, yeah.
when I was younger. So
I've heard tell of that game.
It's so good. I mean, for these days, graphics, it's awful. But like back then, it was really awesome.
Yeah, it was like, I felt like just when we were making fun of Ocarina of Time's graphics, I felt so bad, and then I just now realized that I forgot to be like, oh, disclaimer, I don't actually think these graphics are bad.
Yeah,
like
the thing is, like, the graphics of 007 weren't even good for the time, but it was just like the game itself was really interesting because it was like a first person shooter, and that wasn't like a super common thing at the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I was young when I played it, so I think I was just amazed at the fact that I could like shoot at things, even though I'm sure I lost all the time.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
My only first person shooter that I ever liked was Metroid.
I
Like,
love
all of
that
Metroid
my cat
games.
is like upset because I'm not in bed, so she's just like
Aw.
sleeping next to us.
Yeah. She's just sitting between us right now.
Because normally she like sleeps with me at night, but I guess since I'm not asleep yet and it's very, very late. By the way, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, we
I
are
mean,
normal.
we sleep on good schedule.
Yeah, totally. Not that one is even like
So
super
sweet
late.
though.
Oh, Harry, you're so wonderful.
Oh, Harry!
Harry! Yes, why can't you see
What you're doing to me?
It's funny because that's her.
It is funny, that's why I said it.
But I was gonna say I watched some of that last night. I started watching it with my roommates. It's fun. Not that part though.
so good.
Dude, it's amazing.
If you guys haven't seen a Harry Potter musical,
freaking watch
watch it right now.
I showed it to my mom and
It's the
she's like in
best.
love with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like my mom's not into stuff like that. Like, I tried to force my mom to watch, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and, she just, like, fell asleep during it.
Oh.
So I was like, I guess you didn't really like it.
Yeah.
I didn't, like, make her ever watch the end of it, because I was just like, it's not even worth trying to force her to watch it if she fell asleep.
during it, then you probably didn't think it was that
Yeah. I guess it's not like everybody's cup of tea or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't like it the first time I watched it. The second time I watched it, I was like, this is great, and now I've seen it, like, 100 times.
Yeah. I've only seen it once, and it was pretty funny, but I don't really remember that much.
Yeah. I think it's just like, I don't know.
But I've seen Harry Potter musical like a billion times.
I've never watched it all the way through before.
Oh my gosh, you're insane.
I've like
seen it so many
watched,
times.
I've watched a ton of it, but I never actually watched it all the way through.
Just like picking.
What
at my-
happened to your leg?
I picked at my scab.
But like, where'd the scab come from?
I skinned my knee because I fell on train tracks at school because I have to walk over them every day, and it's like a pile of rocks up to the train tracks and then like a little pile of rocks down.
Do you want a
One
band-aid?
day I slipped.
I can get you one because we have to next time anyways.
Okay.
Right after this cutscene, of course.
Of course. This is so important. We were totally paying attention. The whole time.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Look at Gilderoy Lockhart. Totally oblivious to everyone else.
Wow, he's obviously paying very close attention just like we are.
Yeah. Let me give you some coaching, Harry.
His outfit, though, it's very orange.
Yeah. It's like dandelion.
Kind of just looks like an orange to me. Like
I think it looks like
he's
dandelion.
just an orange, a
It's
big.
Like, it's like a yellowy orange. Like he is an orange?
He's an orange.
Alright.
He is a orange.
Oh. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, grammar. A orange. Stop it!
Sorry! Just picking on my knee.
Don't do it! I'm gonna get you a band-aid.
I would put the pants back over it to stop myself, but then I'd get blood on your pants and
It's
I
not
don't
a big
want
deal.
to.
I really don't mind that much.
Okay, it's our only chance of getting to school on time.
It's our only chance to get
I feel like there's already like
They
what?
missed the Hogwarts Express.
Oh no!
What were you about to say? There's already.
I feel like there's already blood like in all of the seams of all my clothing because like I pick up my fingers and then I like hold my fingers to all my dark clothes so that I don't
Yeah.
like bleed all over the place, and so there's there's already blood in all my clothes. Most of the dark ones where you like can't actually see it.
Not the inside
Is that
of
your
your leg
knee
clothes.
scab on your leg right there?
No. That's not anything.
Oh
my
god.
god.
That's amazing.
Next time we're gonna get out of Diagon Alley, we're gonna crash our tree into the Whomping Willow.
I'm gonna go get Ellen a band-aid.
Car. It's a car that we crash. Good day. Have a nice rest of your day, whatever it is that you're doing right now.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Well, obviously, you're watching. Subscribe.
Okay. Band-aid.